Where's my crochet? Oh my goodness. Oh, let's follow this and see where it went. Huh, there's a trail here. Uh-huh. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. You naughty elf, you're pulling out my yarn. Oh my goodness, give it back, you can't have it. Well, hello and Merry Christmas. This is Lena's of Lena's Needle Crafts, and I'm going to show you how to make a star today. It's three-dimensional, and I've outlined this. I'm using red heart thread and an H, size H, or you can use an I needle. Here's a star that's made of a little bit thinner thread, size 3, where this is size 4. And just as the stars, and you could probably spray starch them or wet them down, pin them, and just to keep them straight. And I think they're very pretty, and they look real pretty on the tree. So let's get started. And if you like my video, press like and leave a comment. Okay, you start with a magic circle, and I already did that, and I chained, and I did single crochet of 15. So that's how you get started. And then you slip stitch to close. Now you chain, to do the star, you chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go in the second chain from the hook and you do a slip stitch. So let's do a slip stitch. I go under both threads, a slip stitch. The second chain, you use a single crochet. See how I went under both threads? And then you do a single crochet. And the third stitch, you do a half double crochet. See? And then you do a double crochet. And then you do a triple crochet. You can see how that is? You can see them all right there in a row. And then you go in the third chain, 1, 2, the third chain, and you slip stitch. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, because you want that first chain kind of like right up there. And let's do a single crochet, and let's do a half double crochet. We go through all 3 stitches, and let's do a double crochet, and we'll do a triple crochet. 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Okay. And you go in the third chain. You see, you do that all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do a slip stitch, second chain from the hook, single crochet, a half double crochet. It's just all of graduating stitches, a double crochet, and a triple crochet. Two, 3, and third chain over. And you do that all the way around until you get your star. Now you can either combine, you can do it like this, leave it like that, or you can do a slip stitch. I slip stitch of a variegating, a different color. Or you can use different threads. I've used Christmas thread on this, and that'll be great. So we'll get that now. To do that, I'll use the front parts. I put them together. Now they don't look like they're going to fit, but they do. You get, once you tie off your ends and everything, tuck your ends in. Now you get a needle and thread, your needle and your thread, and you start doing them together. So I went like in the center. I go in the front one, and then I go into the very, very back one. See, like that. You just whip stitch around it. You go in the very front one, and you go in the very back one. You try to match them up as best you can. And you do the next front one. And you have to turn it up so you can see that back one real good. You go on the back one. Now you can try various forms of hooking them together and see what works for you. This sort of works for me. And that's the way I like to do it, but you may like to do it a little different. And as you know, the different sizes, when you turn them over, it's reverse for when you make it. So it's sometimes your whip stitch doesn't look quite right. But mostly you just try and measure it up and get it. And you go in this one, and you go in that, the back one, the very back one. You can try different methods. Whoops, see what works for you. And then I go into this one and this one. And then I just go into the very top. Very top. You see the very top one, and there's the very top one. And then I try the side one, the little side one, and there's the little side one. Just takes a little practice. Go in there and go in the back one. And you just whip it all the way around. So I'm going to only do one thing of the star, just to give you an idea. And like I say, you can always frog it or rip it out if it's not to your liking, if it's not pointy enough or something, you know. Just make sure you get to the very, very back one. That's this one. See, we went through that one. You just got to pay close attention to your work. And there's that one, and that one, and then that one. Let's get to the center, because you know they're catty corners, so you're not going to get then you do the center. See? And that's all there is to it. And then put your tie on. I put this one on the top one of this one, and I put this one in the between the stars on this one. So you know that's how you do it. And then just put your ends in. I'm going to do next time I'll do a Christmas tree that I designed. You can put little knot things for bulbs in it, and I made this doily, or little Christmas snowflake, and I designed these and made them up, so you can do that. And thank you for joining my show, and Please do a like, and we'll see you again next time. This is Lena with Lena's Needle Crafts. And thank you. Bye-bye. 1, 2.